It's the final few seconds before the lights go out, and the race to the podium begins. You know this battle will be won off the track as well as on it. You've studied your tactics, anticipated every move like a grandmaster. You've researched and analysed, modified and fine-tuned to perfection. You have honed your instincts to give you an edge over your rivals. Your drivers focused, your team ready. The championship in the balance. First past the checkered flag, the goal. Epic victory or ultimate failure. There is only a heartbeat between them. MotorSport Manager. Take control.
Alright, welcome back to Snail Pace Racing, and this is the last race before I make my decision of which two drivers to use as my main drivers. Let's have a quick look at them. It's between Lando and Charles. Now, the other Charles Viets, he's going to come in anyway. He looks too good to leave out. My favourite would be Leclerc, but although he's better, he's not getting the results. In fact, see what you can see here. He's 13th, Lando, and Leclerc is 17th, and he hasn't scored any points yet. At least Lando's got 3 points. Okay, not many, but it is 3 points. Anyway, without further ado, let's get onto the race, shall we? Alright, well, we've got a sort of sponsor. As you see, we're now going to start making losses. I'm afraid there's no way out of that at the moment. I have another reason to keep Lando, of course. We get paid to use him. Let's see if we've got any parts here which will help. Leclerc is not happy, but we've got no new parts there yet, which is better than what they already got. So I'm going to keep them as they are. Just got this horrible feeling we're not going to have as good a season as I hope we're going to have. Let's make our way now to was it Canada, Vancouver. Now there shouldn't be any rain in this race, which is unusual for Canada. I mean, fair enough, always have rain. I don't think I ever raced there without rain on one of the sessions. And I can't remember how well we've done on this course and path. I could have looked it up, but it's a bit late now. We're already started loading into the circuit. Right, here we are. You can see the circuit. Not too bad. Well, actually, I like the circuit in this game. This is MotorSport Manager, of course, for those who don't know. I'm not going to use Lando in here. I'm going to use these two. They're the best at giving feedback. Don't think it makes too much difference, to be honest. Let's find a setup for this was Vancouver Track C. Yokohama C. Yokohama. Vancouver C. Right, first one. Speed balance is still a little bit out, so I'm just going to ease that back in and then wrong way. Take it right out to the edge. We'll try it there. We'll leave the rest of it long. This is verts, of course. Now tyres. Well, we're going to go with the race tyres, which are the super softs. Well, it's not showing any rain there. Now we're set up for Leclerc. Similar thing, but we use the other setup here. And we'll also make certain these aren't super soft, but ultras will just be for qualifying. I don't think we'll be using much in the race, but time will tell. Alright, with that we will get out there and take practice. Alright, now send out verts first. Stints, so want them into race trim. Always the same. Always seems to be in the wrong trim. Yeah, they both are. I'm not certain which way round this goes. It goes the other way, this way. And Leclerc's coming out, he's ready to go. Push up to 4 times. And let's just watch him. Huh? Actually, we were right first time, it's this way. Not that it really matters too much. So we're just doing 1 lap, as we normally do. Sight a lap, see how close we are, and that's not too bad. We could try and get... We're going to try and get the others a little bit closer. We've got time anyway on this one. We'll change him over to the other setup. We know the handling is right. So the handling needs to come back to somewhere near there. Speed balance isn't far out, so speed balance, I'm guessing, needs to go that way. Wrong way. We'll trying there. See if we get any improvement. If not, I'm going to leave well alone. Now this one definitely needs a bit more work. So both of these are a bit out, so handle, I'm going to push it a bit further out and see what happens from there. Going to be 1 lap, and 1 lap only. Wait for the mechanics to do their magic. That goes Verts out. And just wait for Leclerc. And hopefully Verts shouldn't be far out. And he's already halfway around, so we need to get him out and him in fairly quick. Short lap, as you can see. Ah, well. We know we got 2 out of the 3 right, so we know that we went the wrong way on there. So the downforce actually needs to go that way a bit, not quite that far. Just needs to be just a smidgen. Now I use the really technical terms like smidgen and wee bit. The big problem is here is trying to get these to actually mate up. We'll give them 1 more lap and just see how close we are here. And I think we'll be starting him off before he gets in there. And we're soon going to be the bottom of the thing, of the timings, but that's because we haven't set a lap yet. But never a problem. There's 20 minutes still to go. Plenty of time. Right, well, we know that the speed balance is damn close now. If we just do that, mind you, we've got. Did we bring that in out a bit more? We try there. 1 more lap. 1 more lap each, then I think we'll go with whatever we've got. Pit crew's working a bit quicker on the clerks this time. Got him out in good time. The Verts is round and coming into the pits about now, and we'll see what we've done this time. So 98. I honestly don't think we're going to do better than 98. So we're now putting him on the stints, a full stint, and he can go out. And it looks like Leclerc can probably do the same. He's not going to be far doing it. No, he's 98 as well. So we're, when you get to this sort of numbers that normally pays to leave well alone, is that the right one? Oops. Wrong one. That's better. I think we're on the wrong ones here anyway. We should be on that one. Haven't played this for a little while, so yeah. Have to excuse me. Soon see. Yeah, that'll do. Engine mode up one. We'll see what we've got now. We should now start setting some laps. Look like Leclerc is going to have one good lap. I think we will now bring them both in. And we will set up qualifying next. And I've got to try and remember how we normally do this. I haven't played this for a while. I've been on other things. Basically, Farming Sim Seasons has come out. So tends to take my all my spare time at the moment. Try to learn my way around Seasons 19. But that's my problem, not yours. Tire choice, yep, onto those. Put them both out. I think that's that way we should be doing it. We'll have to find out. Oh, we'll watch Verts for a lap, shall we? See what a couple of laps he does. Let's see if we can close in a little bit. It's better. And at the time of recording this, as you know, my team is in green and yellow, which is Norwich City's colours. Although the green is a bit lighter in the I've got on the car. That's because I like the British racing green. And they just had their first match back in the Premiership, and shall we say they come second best to Liverpool at Liverpool. Not really a surprise. God, the Clerk's up to 13th. All these tyres are being eaten away, and 16 for Verts. So it looks like we've almost reached the limit for Leclerc. Verts is still improving, he's up to 15th and now coming in. Both on the in laps. They need to go out for one more go. I'll leave the tyres they are. They're not going to improve on these times anyway. That's, I think, it's fairly certain. But we put them down to another 3 laps. Keep them on the same tyres. So they're well worn. It's now a case of finding out as much as you can about the circuit, rather than going for outright macho speed. Just to watch Leclerc for a lap or 2, and we're now got full knowledge on both, so once they've done this we will just wait out for the session to end. Oh, Leclerc, that's actually improved. Oh, he improved on the first sector slightly, but then went down on the rest. But 13th and 15th at the moment. I expect most of the others to pass us. But if they're both in the top 20, I'll be happy. We need to get in the top 10 to get points, and I'm hoping that Leclerc can actually come out of his doldrums and manage it. He has not been performing at all well this season. I think he's had 2 crashes so far. And of course my good mate Stu is very happy when we have a load of crashes. He's like that. He likes the mayhem. And if worn tyres, well, it's not any surprise. And they're both coming in now. And we'll just send it up to times 12 just to finish the session off. last minute. And we just wait and wait and wait. 13th, 15th. Oh wait. Looks like we're gonna hold 13th and 15th, but that's better than I expected. That's only practice. No, qualifying we always do badly. Always. It's almost an unwritten rule. Don't want that. Nothing there about us. Nothing there about we said. Oh, you're welcome, Genus or Gene, or what have you pronounce your name. Alright, but here we go with the qualifying. I'm gonna let the computer take care of the qualifying. I can't bet the computer. I know I should be able to, but I can't. Right, it's qualifying and ultras. Qualifying trim and ultras. I think it'd be the same on this. Yeah, qualifying trim and ultras. I know you notice we've got Lando back in. To get the most money out of him, I should have used him for practice and not Charles, but you know what I'm like. Right, can't see anything there, so we will simulate the session and we just watch that go at times 40 here. Now we're going to slip right down, there we go. We're not going to get the sponsor objective. I don't think we have once this season, and as soon as I can get rid of that, the better. So we're not going to make, we're going to make even bigger loss than I thought. Well, 17th and 20th. Norris again is out qualifying. I think Leclerc is going to find himself back as the reserve driver. I don't see if I've got anything to say about us. There's never anything interesting at the bottom. It's quite often about whether it's going to rain or not. I know. Yes, Jerome agrees with me that the clerk isn't worth the money. There's no one there. Lando had a bit of nightmares. Lando kept going. Hey, he likes the clerk. And we've got to build a better car for Lando. We can't do it all. Mind a lot there about us. Alright, and so to the race. Let's sort these out. We're going to go race trim and super soft because that's so low. But I don't think we're going to want to do ultras in the race. I'm going to go super soft on same setup on both. And I can't say I got the setup wrong then. Now we want to change to super soft tyres. They will last us 29 to 31 laps, I reckon. You see, ultras only going to last us 17 to 19, so we'd have to have. Well, we couldn't go ultras all the way through the race anyway. We're going to have one, and it looks like 2 stops in this race. Can't do anything with fuel, because remember this is actually an all-electric Formula E, and we do the same. Change the tyres to 31 to 33. Now Leclerc may just be able to get through on one change. I'm going to be having to run those two to limit the tyres. Now strategies, similar strategy to normal. Attack and high, attack and high. We go attack high, try and get the tyres up to temperature first, and the engine mode high for a start because everybody else will be on high or even, what's at the top one, overtake mode. I don't fancy going overtake mode, so see what everybody else is using with tyres. And most of them seem to be using ultras at the moment. Someone after my own heart. As we get down, we get more and more on supers, and we get down to where we are near the tail field. Most are on supers, but Jean-Eric Verne is right down the bottom. Good grief, or near the bottom. Not a bad driver, right. Let's get sorted now. Oh no, it's this way, isn't it? There we go. Now times 4. and we better watch one of these. I'm not certain which one we're going to watch. We've got auto on everything at the moment. Oh, we're watching Norris. Norris seems to be doing slightly the better. I don't think they're allowed to pull the... Well, they're not allowed to pull the trigger. Not allowed to in the first lap, so we'll have to wait till the second lap to use all this built up energy we've got. And we're not doing very well at the moment. We've got hope that we can pass a hell of a lot of them in the pits. And just watch the tyres, which are now warming up. But they're both up to temperature. Like I think I'm going to knock them back down to green. And power usage will go to half a lap in the red as we normally do, and Norris and Leclerc now find it out between them. And Leclerc knows that his job's on the line, you can tell. I'm hoping as the factory gets new bits made, we will start to improve, but because we're using near the same cars we had in the last race, which doesn't help. It wasn't quick enough then, I don't think it's going to be quick enough now. Anyway, Norris is back in front of, in the private duel. And Leclerc is dropping backwards. That's just Norris at the moment, but this happens a lot with this boost we got. So I don't much like. That's because I'm old fashioned. As you see, Leclerc overtook Norris. And you could easily be 15th going into the lap, and because you've got no charge left, but everybody else can come out 24th at the end of the lap. And was it Norris has got back in front again because he had a charge. Trying to keep an eye on the power usage. Up to 0.3 of a lap now. But you can see we're not going to get sponsor objective, and we're not going to get any points unless there's a lot the pit will crash. And Leclerc is just come past, trying to take Norris. Norris holds him off and a little bit of boost. Just going to knock those tyres back again. It's no good getting the tyres too cold because you lose performance, but you don't need to let them get too far into the red. And the first pit stop's coming in. Oh well, we can pit taken to there. We've got a few laps to go, but I don't think we're going to get half distance. Which is what we really want to be. And Lotterer is coming through quite quick. He's had a pit stop and he's quick now. As he is in real life, he's a quick driver and a very forceful driver. If he sees a gap, he'll go for it. But it doesn't be a gap quite big enough to put his car through at times, and we just drop the power use back as we're now half a lap to the wrong side, and Norris is 51% tyre left and Leclerc is slightly better. Leclerc got in front of Norris again, but that's to be expected. I expect everybody who started on Ultras to pit before we have to pit, but I don't think we're going to catch any more of them. They're 20 seconds ahead of us now, 26, 27 seconds ahead of us now, the last one, Degrassi. So we're not going to get much higher up for this. Always amused me, they say they can't get past someone, complain about that, then go straight past them. Me thinks they can complain too much. There it goes, another burst of power and they get past us again. May almost be worth £1 million to get that banned for next season. Just so I could have a season without complaining about it and moaning about it all the time. Well, the Grassy, Ticknell, and Briscoe and that have gone back out on ultras. Can't have that many ultras I wouldn't thought left to use. I reckon we're going to have to use ultras once on both cars. And I wonder if we put those into the middle section of the race when they come in this first stop. And Lando's already got worn tyres and oh boy, he's only done 20. He's got to do another 2 laps anyway. So 25, 50, yes, he's got to do another. He's got to get another 2 laps done. He's got to get 25 laps. And that's going to be touch and go. I think there's Leclerc's on worn tyres now. And more pitting. Norris has already done a 22% of tyre. Sharp intake of breath. Right, I'm going to give him another lap. Get him down to almost single figures, but not quite. I think we do 1 lap, and he's going to have to come in. Right, Norris has got coming this time. Oh, we're not too bad. We're at 25, so we'll put him out on ultras for one session and back onto supers. Right, there. But out on most of it's going to be no rain. I thought the weather forecast was right for once. Check everything there is okay. Recharge the battery. Well, we're only going to get. Well, we will get 2 charges there. And we better go over onto. He's away and just push his tyres up a bit to warm up. Leclerc is down to 19th. Leclerc's got coming this time. No. Same strategy because there's 34 laps. He's not going to get 34 laps out of those tyres. Everything there is okay. Same again. This is where you don't actually want to miss the. Someone's crashed. Oh, someone's ahead of us. That's actually better. It moves us up a place. But Norris 19th and Leclerc 20th after 1 pit stop, 18th and 19th now. We know we've got another pit stop to come. In fact, I better. We're going to run as far as we can, but not quite as far on these. We know we can get 25 laps just out of those other tyres. So we can change with about 22 to go, we'll be safe. But these are the quicker tyres, so I suppose in reality it pays us to stay on these as long as we can. Oh, over half distance now. And Norris is battling out for sort of 16th. He's just off 16th, and oh, there goes Leclerc past. Because Norris is a lot heavier on his tyres. We need to get a few more laps, or if not, he's going to have to really push those second set of supers as far as he pushed the first set. But only one crash so far. Sorry, Stu, I can only give you one crash at the moment. Oh. Well, we've been lapped. Now Leclerc should be next to be lapped, so I shall leave him on high fuel usage. Although the leaders soon be coming in for another pit stop. And we allowed the tyres to get a bit cold, which doesn't help. 16 for Leclerc, 17 for Norris, and remember they are fighting it out for the seat for the last or the rest of the season. Whoever loses this loses out. Although even if it stays like this with Leclerc scoring no points and Norris having some points, I think Norris stays. And we're way out of touch with the 11th place. Best we could get was 14th, I think. And Leclerc is still ahead of Norris. Well, that's better. There's another place up. But Norris is soon going to have to pit again for the second time. There's 22 laps I think to go, so... But, get that at me, well I can't see. I think we bring Norris in as soon as the warning comes up. That won't be much longer either. And here it comes. Well, we're going to pit him this time. Pit him early. Back on these. 21 laps left. He can't do it on the ultras. Parts condition not too bad. Going to charge the battery right up. And Norris is coming and out. And 18th. Now we watch Leclerc. Leclerc might almost get enough laps on the set of tyres to keep on ultras. Although for safety I think I'm gonna bring him in and do the same again, because 19 lap now he ain't gonna do it. We need to get another couple of laps, so we might just be able to manage that. Now we've got to watch the charge here, because we got all the rest of the pit stops have been under 50% this time. There's only 62% charge left. So Leclerc's in, and he's come out, I believe, behind Norris. I bet he's knocked Norris down here. No, he isn't. He's still just in front of Norris. It's no just a race to the end. They may pick up one place, but don't think they're going to pick more than that between them. Grosjean is going to have to pit soon, and I think he's just pitted. Oh, he needs repairs as well. Well, that's unfortunate. He said laughing up his sleeve. And we are, because we've got extra power, because we've been lapped, We are wearing the car out a lot quicker than we would normally. But we should be okay now. There's no need at all to save par because we've done more than enough to get through. Now look, Norris can't stick with Leclerc on this one. Angle's pitted, but we're not going to catch him. No. If Vexavar has to pit, we should catch him okay. In fact, Norris is due 17th with Leclerc 15th. Go on, make it easy for me, guys. One of you mess up big time. Senna's got problems there. What the little spanner shows there, he's got some wear, and now hopefully he's going to pit. Norris is hoping he's going to pit anyway. 10 laps left. I think Vexavar may have to pit. And actually we're beginning to catch up with our power usage. Must remember to keep an eye on that. Norris can't hold him this time. Decisions. I think financially we have to keep Norris in. Hard as it may be, but, and I think we will be looking for another new driver next season anyway. I'm going to change this to manual because I want to use the boost. But we've got plenty of fuel, or power, I should call it. Keep Leclerc on auto just at the moment. Oh, come on, Leclerc, you drop it behind Senna again, and Senna has got a problem. We don't know what. We don't really want to know what. Right, Leclerc's coming off there too. I'm going to push him. Whoops. Do the same on both of them now. Give them boost because there's over half a lap, or around half a lap each for them of spare power. That's plenty. I'll send us head to pit at long last. Leclerc's to Vexavar, we're 14th. That's not bad. And my Tara pitting too far ahead of us to be able to catch. At that far ahead they've got to have big problems, they've got to have work done on the car. Final lap, well in that case, burn off what spare we got, what spare energy we got. 14th and 15th at the moment, will they stay there? They're running through their final lap, and what we will do is push both of them a bit to make certain they can hold those positions. 14th. Yeah, that'll do. I don't think Leclerc is further enough ahead. It's 4 seconds ahead of Norris. I don't think it's enough to actually change my thoughts about keep Norris on. For financial reasons more than anything. If I could find another good driver who will was willing to pay for a seat, even better. Not worried about that. It just shows what pit stops. There's been nothing wrong with that. We're not using any dodgy parts. 14, 15. Nobody was chucked out, so we're improved on our qualifying positions anyway. 1 lap down. Lando's still there with 2 points in 13th, Leclerc 17th, and still 7th in the constructors, which is the one that matters for me anyway. Let's see what they say. No, that's Dragon Racing. No, nothing about us at all. And we go back to England and see if we can sort our cars out. Find a bit more speed from somewhere. Reliability seems to be there now, at least. Right, let's see. See what it says when they come through here. Right. Yeah, they're both improving, so but Lando's improving a damn sight more than Norris. He's not that far behind now. Verts is still improved, so I think Verts come in. We have a young team. We can keep those for a few years. And expect position 9 from became 8th, so chairman's happy. Mark Billy went down because we're not quite doing enough to get that. Mark Billy gone down because we got a top 15 and that was it. And here, same thing again, top 15. And he's got a new unlock. What's he got there? Nurse. That's handy if we could put a new part onto him, which isn't quite good enough as yet. Oh, we need money. We're now in the bit of the game where it's a lot of loading and saving as it brings in different parts of it. Alright, let's have a look, see what mail we got. Not worried about that, not worried about that. No, never do interviews. We could actually improve things if we done interviews, provided we get the answers right. Oh, quickest pit stop of the season. No mistakes. No skirt average. No, we don't want that. Alright, let's have a look at the pit crew next. Anybody there? Boy, don't want that. He's only 70 yard. Only take on the stamina. Only take 90 and above. In fact, there's not a lot there which looks any good. Got one burnt out driver here. In fact, he's burnt out. He can come out. Fire him. Yeah, Ruthless was the pit crew. So we'll have a look there. I think we'll go for this one. We'll bring him in for now. Might find a better one, but that'll do. Alright, remove the tyre drivers. Front track guy stayed. Well, he's alright. Need bob at him. And there's a battle of trying to get up to number 1 on pit crews. To start with one. So they've got full stamina. And there's actually no one there with full stamina. We could go into either of those places. Now we could look to see, one minute. Now he can change with him. Means we need to put just a better one in there. Now who else we got who could go in? Oh, none of those are good enough to go in there. So I'm muttering to myself at the moment. 1990. That do, we put him in there. Hasn't improved him, and he's still on his second. That's a 2020, but he's too weak. 2019. That will do. Put us back to top or best pit crew on the grid. And that's silly thing to aim for, but that keeps me happy. Let's see what we've got left to check here. I think actually we've done all the ones that you could really have a go at. I think they're now all old drivers now are left. Oh yeah, 38 and above. They should soon be retiring. I'll use those if we run out of drivers to check. Now let's have a look at the car. Well, car we can't do anything with yet. Sponsors. Oh, we got one slot empty. Upfront payment. We want a good fixed pay per race, really. And that one we need out. Well, we'll see what we get. Well, we got some there now, but car repair finished, right. So we now have a look at improving the parts of what do we need for the next race. Whoops, what's that anyway? I'll show us how many points I got left. Voting power I got 7. I don't vote very often. Oh, it's going to rain in Singapore. Right, we want gearbox brakes and front wing. Gearbox brakes and front wing. Oh, we need to improve the reliability on this brake here. That's just about there, so we'll swap that over. Gearbox, front wing, gearbox. Oh, okay. I think we'll leave everything else as it is just at the moment. Actually, we can do that there. Day before the race, and we'll get some of this stuff improved. We've got another part which will soon be here, and that is gearbox works of it. A long way from getting the HQ up to date, but we're going to do this first, then we're going to bite the bullet. Well, we go with this £1 million per race, 16 race deal. We'll take that every time. We still got to improve that a bit. We still need some more £1 million payouts. Anybody else? Oh, that one there is next. Right, now drivers, this is where... Right, we're going to promote driver, and we're going to promote him. The clerk, now he's going to be happy. He's going to be very happy, and he's going to be livid. Yes, I told you he's not happy. He wasn't happy anyway. He's very happy. Right or wrong, we've done it. And gearbox is finished. So we need to get in and try and improve that. And that can come out. Everything else can come out of there, and we must try and work on this new gearbox. Work can come off that onto there. We can have that done 10 minutes before the race. One day before the race is a bit better. Now we know that brakes wasn't. What happens if we put that into 6 days after the race now? We're not going to be improve this lot, but that will improve the gearbox. They will both be able to have good gearboxes. Now, do we spend? Yes, we do spend more money. Design new parts. Well, legendary gearbox next. I think we have to go for it. Be expensive. We'll go for that. Now we got a risk level -1, we have. So we can actually put in one of these high risk levels. Yeah, we go with that. Was it? No, that's a risk level +1, isn't it? A risk level -1. I misread it. Let's go with that. Acceleration +50. No, I don't want to increase the red zone. Oh, it's a risk level -3 there. Which will give us best? That will give us up to possibly 1198. We took that out, put that in. Took that out, put that in. Put that in. So there's only 2 risks we're using there. And that is 1133. It's not far off what we got. And we could use that straight away, looking at that reliability. We'll go with that this time. I might build another legendary one later. We've got enough for 7 races of finance at the moment. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can almost get through the end of the season without running out of money. Yes, that should do what we've got at the moment in the way of gearboxes. That's 11. Oh yeah, it's better than both of those. Yeah, it's worthwhile. Alright, we'll just run through now to the next race of the season. Scouting report finished. These are all now going to be very weak because, so we're running at a pedal to test, so we'll bring some more in. We'll bring the rest of them we've got here. As you can see, we're now in the 30s, late 30s now. These will be no good, but I like getting everybody scouted if I can. You never know, you might just pick someone at the end of their career who's still got it to give. 45-year-olds now we're up to. That's it. Alright, so we've got everybody now will have been scouted this season, I think we're going to get through most of those. And we just wait now until we get to our next race. And I hope I haven't made a mistake there. If I have, it's too damn late now, it's 10 days to go. And reliability work that's being done here. Financial management. Scouting report finish. Oh, Timmer will be one of the strongest. Timmer Glock. He must be in his 30s now. A lot of pressure on the brakes. Yeah, we haven't got much of anything there. Race mechanics. They don't like our race mechanics. Anything here about us? Oh, we expect to finish around 11th. I'm hoping we're going to finish better than that. Yeah, I know. We have spent a lot of money. I do worry. Alright, now then. Reliability work complete, so we will just up this to whatever we need to do next. I don't know what's on the next race, but we take the lowest item in each category. 70, it's got to be nothing lower than 70. There's an 84 there and an 85, and I think there's another. That's an 89, and that's an 88. Yeah, that's everything. And that's after this. It's after this race was coming up, so it's everything there is now looking better. So we're just right. We've come up to the next race, so I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe. Always happy to have new people aboard. Any comments, questions, queries, and if Stu wants to complain because there's only one crash in that race, feel free, Stu. I shall ignore you, but feel free. With that, it's me and saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.